oracle cards for the collective. Hello, this short. I'm going to pull out some oracle cards for the collective. Right now we have winter, we have Sagittarius. Those are going to start the topics off for today. I'm going to get two more actually to go with them, and then after this what I'm going to do is start pulling tarot cards. In the meantime, while I am getting the oracle cards for today, if you would like an reading is for either the donuts or the metamorphosis gift. I'm going to be reading for individuals, so it is up to you. Let me get my notebook real quick so I can keep track of anybody who wants an individual reading. Hello. Yes, this is just so I can keep track of anybody who wants an individual reading, what your questions are. But I've already got my oracle cards for today for the topics for everybody. So I'll start here. I have the conch shell and I have 24 winter. And 24 winter says, go beneath the surface of activity, extroversion, and noise. Retreat, unwind, and cultivate harmony within. If 2, 4, 6, or 24 are important numbers for you, that may be a sign that this particular reading is especially for you. So keep that in mind. I'm going to go ahead and see what the meaning behind the conch shell is. I'm going to go ahead and find that here. Oh, thank you so much for the heart. I'm going to go ahead on page 28. Hello, everyone who is coming in. Okay, and it says, the conch shell is awakening, hearing, call to action, communication. In Buddhism, the conch shell symbolizes truthful speech and strength. It is used often in religious ceremonies. A conch shell is an action, okay? It's a call to action. But sometimes the action is simply to listen. If you are having communication problems, let the conch shell aid you, okay? So I think that's really interesting here. They talk about listening, and then they say if communication is an issue, it is your time. This is a sign to work on your communication, but listening first, because communication isn't just, thank you so much for the hearts, saying what you want to say. It's also hearing what the other person has to say, what the other person is trying to communicate to you. Now, I do have this other oracle card with it, so we're going to see what those meanings are together. Let me go ahead and get to card number 24. Let's go ahead and see. So go beneath the surface layers of activity, extroversion, and noise. Retreat, unwind, and cultivate harmony within. Relaxing renewal will bring you clarity, the clarity you seek, okay? If you would like an individual reading, I'm happy to do it. Just gift the donut or the metamorphosis gifts, and then I will read for you. Tap into the subtle magic of winter now. When the earth sleeps still and silent under a blanket of snow, the natural world becomes purified and reset. Just as a luxurious night of deep sleep provides a necessary reset in the midst of a busy life. Hello, everyone there on YouTube. The stark winter months bless the landscape with a much-needed respite. Beneath the snow, trees are refreshing their vitality by resting in their annual dormant state. In the earth's subterranean, dark, and hidden places, bears are hibernating, snakes are slumbering, and seeds are settling in. This may be a message to meditate, relax, and carve out some quiet alone time. Perhaps you need more sleep, or your body has been giving you a clear and insistent message to simplify your schedule so you have enough time to sufficiently recharge your inspiration, motivation, and joy. If you're facing a choice or seeking a clear answer to a burning question, stop rushing or trying to force things. Instead, tap into the silence, stillness, and space. When your body relaxes and your mind quiets down, the answers you seek will be there for you. As reluctant as you may be to admit it, the best answer is often to wait and see. Okay, so this is almost saying that we need to get into our divine feminine energy, take a step back. Hello, Richard. And really see what things come to us or what messages come to us, because we have this enlightenment card with the conch shell, where we're hearing a sound that aligns us, and then we're having the winter. So it's cool, calm, it's quiet, and we may initially not be very excited about that quiet. It may not be what we think is right. It may not be what we think is the most comfortable. That doesn't mean it's wrong. You can absolutely be in a setting that is where nothing really seems to be happening, but it's because like the card said with winter, things are happening under the surface. There's big changes that are happening, but you can't see those big changes just yet. It's growth, it's inner change, it's things that don't have an outer shape. So you're only going to see the difference after enough time has passed, where it becomes something that you cannot avoid, because so many things have happened. There's been so much growth that is unavoidable. You have to acknowledge it with much. By the way, again, if you'd like an individual reading just for the donut gift or the metamorphosis, if you want a couple more cards, I will read for you. Okay, we have some cards just like fly out here. Go ahead and get those. I'm gonna get one more card for this. Interesting. So you can see a turning around. Some of you may have had some sort of issue. It may be involved with money, maybe not, maybe some other project. Hi, Janna. Hello, Cami from Virginia. It may be something that like theoretically could get you money, or it may just be getting your finances in order. But if you were having trouble with that before, I'm seeing that is being turned around. If you would like an individual reading, please gift either the donut or the metamorphosis if you want a little bit more involved reading, a couple more cards. So yeah, so it may be that your time is starting to turn around. So if you're getting antsy, if you're like, I've been trying a couple of things, everyone on YouTube, and I haven't quite seen stuff yet, you will. It's probably coming in. If you're putting the work in, you will see something come through. It just may take a little bit of time. I'm seeing that Spirit is also encouraging you with the strength card. Okay, you are getting encouragement. Spirit is saying hold in there. You may have also already shown that you have a lot of strength, because you may be working on this project for a little bit now, and you're like, okay, like where's my reward, where's my cookie, because I've been doing X for this amount of time and I thought it would have paid off right now. Sometimes things aren't linear. I would actually say that most of the time things are not linear. So that's not a feeling that isn't happening in your theorized time. That's just life being life, and it doesn't mean that things won't have a huge upswing at a later date that you just cannot predict right now, because that may be the case. It may be the case that, you know, I don't know, like 6 months from now your life looks completely different, and you could not have predicted that 2 months from now, right? Like it's gonna take until you're 4 months in and that thing happens, that leverage gets pulled, that switch gets switched, and then all of a sudden we're doing something that's very, very different than what we had expected, right? So you have a lot of strength, and Spirit is seeing it. We also have the 7 of Cups. So thank you, Sweet Chaos. I totally appreciate the roses. If you would like an individual question be answered tarot reading on, just let me know. We're gifting either the donut or the metamorphosis gift right now. I guess so. That's probably why they stopped too. So with the 7 of Cups, some people really don't like the 7 of Cups card. They're like analysis paralysis. It's difficult to make decisions. I actually like the 7 of Cups. I think what makes the 7 of Cups either feel like a really like tough experience versus it having a really interesting, engaging experience is, are we looking at all of our different options? Are we just like freezing, or are we not appreciating what's there? Sometimes maybe we had bigger expectations for what our options would be, and because we're not there, we think, oh, like I don't really have what I want, like this isn't really where I was expecting it to be. That definitely may not be the case. Look closer at the options that you have. You may actually have way more or a much better quality of options than you know. You need to reframe for yourself. You need to look at things a little bit differently. I bet you have better options than you know, or more options than you know in this situation. And that's part of having that peace, taking a step back and just really like looking at things from like a higher point of view. Do I actually have everything that I want or everything I need to move forward? But I'm just not looking at things quite in the right way. And then we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. I also see with like this card that you're getting yourself out of a funk. Okay, so the Nine of Swords upright is like not being able to sleep, having reoccurring negative thoughts and that kind of thing, having anxiety because of all like these negative kind of feelings and thoughts that are going through us. In reverse, what that's saying is that you're getting out of that funk. Maybe we're having better self-talk, maybe we're having more like positive energy, maybe we're getting out more. There's all kinds of reasons that we could have this turned around. So I am only doing readings for gifts, so if you could gift the donut or the metamorphosis, and then I will of course answer your question. But yeah, so we're turning that around. We're having a lot better energy. Thank you, Janna. A lot better energy right now, and which I'm so happy to hear. And let's continue in that way. And the best way, according to the cards that we got, is through rest, is about taking things in from like a bird's eye view and just trying to get separated from what's going on to see like how we can better move forward in this situation. Janna, if you'd like to put your question in the chat, I will read for you. So just let me know. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle some of these cards that we already read. And then if you are not interested in a reading, oh, there we go. My relationship will be okay. Well, let's go ahead. And yeah, if you just like to gift, oh, so exciting. Happy for you. Let's see. Let me get those three cards out. Well, kind of cards are just saying what you already just said for yourself, but that works. Let me go ahead and get this third card out for you. This one. There we go. So the first card that user 96. I saw your donut. Go ahead and put your question in the chat. So the Queen of Cups upright, this is for Janna, is about having leveled emotions and being, okay, what I saw your question, user 96. Will be. With the Queen of Cups, Janna, I'm seeing like very balanced emotions when it comes to decision making and what is coming up. There may be a situation, or I guess with the relationship, it could have been a little hectic there, especially if you're saying that you just had a reunion. There may have been some rough stuff there, but you are feeling very level at this time. You may have already talked through a lot of the things that you need to talk through, or you have pretty good feelings that things that need to be discussed, that are left being discussed, will go in the right direction. Okay, so very calm, cool, collected at this time. And then we also have the Fool. So the Fool is about a new journey. So of course, since you guys have reconciled, you're probably going to move in a much better direction. It's going to be a whole new like journey as you guys move forward together. Especially, yeah, again, I mean, it's a reunion, so you're going to be a lot happier. You're going to be, again, talking through things and just feeling like you are back on track. I also see the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about giving, so you may feel that this person is giving a lot more to the relationship. Just putting in a little bit more work. I hate to call it work because it's your relationship, but putting more energy, I should say, working harder to make sure things stay as they are. So there may just be more proactivity in this case. So yeah, that's what I have to say for you. I did see a rose come through. Just let you know, if you like an individual reading, you're doing the donut or the metamorphosis gift. And then user 96, I will pull some cards for you for what industry will I be successful in. Let's go ahead. We have one card that immediately came out. Page of Swords in reverse. I don't know if I'll be able to tell you like a very specific. You are welcome. I don't know if I'll be able to tell you like very specifically like which thing will be the best for you, but I may be able to. Okay, well I'm gonna pull an extra card for you because those cards don't really do it for me. This is interesting. So, Page of Swords in reverse. There may be something that you already have an idea that you want and you're not saying that you're kind of interested in. Spirit is encouraging you to do that thing, pursue that. At the very least, go look up what you would actually need to do in order to pursue that thing. I think a lot of times people will imagine barriers that are a lot higher than what they actually need to do. Someone will be like, oh, I would do that, but it needs X amount of schooling. And it's like, okay, but can you go? Like what's the problem with like, okay, it takes a lot of school, why can't you just go? Or they may say something like, oh, it's gonna take a long time for me to be able to do that. Okay, but like time passes anyway. Things like that. So go ahead and whatever it is that you may be interested in, even if it turns out that you're not interested in that thing after looking it up, go actually see like, what is the thing, like what are the steps to actually pursue that, because you may actually be very surprised at what the requirements are and what you could actually do for that. It may be much more reachable than you think. With the 10 of Swords, I'm also seeing that there may be some inevitability here with the 10 of Wands, because the 10 of Wands is about a burden. It's about something weighing on you, okay? So you may have a job already that's just really not it, or even if you like your job, you may be looking at other things a little bit more, like, oh, I could do that. Oh, that might be interesting. Like maybe you're just tired of what you already do. If you don't fix that, you're not going to get more interested in the thing you already feel like you're past, if that makes sense. If you're already doing something that's like not exciting to you, doing that non-exciting thing more frequently is not going to make it better. So it behooves you to look at other things, because otherwise what's going to happen? You're just going to continue to be upset, or you're going to be very upset like 5 years from now when you end up changing anyway, and you'll be like, I could have done this before. So the Fool, again, encourages you to try something new or different, even if that new or different thing is something you've looked into before, which is the other thing. If you've tried something before, it doesn't mean, and you didn't follow through with it, you can always follow it through now. And then the last thing I'll say is I did get the Justice card in reverse. So it could be one of two things with this card. Because it says justice, you may have an interest in something that has to do with justice. It could be law, it could be like a police officer, it could be some sort of decisioning board. It could be a lot of different things, but something that involves like you and justice could be something that you're interested in. The other way of reading this could be that you started to pursue something at one point, and the way that it didn't continue, you feel like it's not justified. So that could be something like you only needed one more class to get a degree, and like life happened and someone wouldn't pass like a homework assignment, and then you would have had to go back for a semester, you know, something like that. Or you had to take a certification test and you didn't pass by like 10 points, and now you'd have to pay another $1,000 to take the test, something like that. So if something like that happened, this is your sign to like try again. If you feel like you need to study more, or you need to try at a different school or testing center or what have you, like look into that, seeing it, because your like victory in the situation is making it more fair, maybe a lot closer than you think it is. Like don't let that disappointing moment be the end of your story and something that you are like really interested in pursuing, really interested in doing. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna mark that out. You are welcome. Yeah, you don't have to have a direct question. So if you want a general reading or like a reading on a specific topic, but not a specific question, you know, then you can give me that topic. Just as long as you give up the donut or the metamorphosis gift first, just let me know. And just in case you are on YouTube, because I do have YouTube and TikTok on here at the same time, I don't do individual readings on YouTube yet because I'm not monetized over there. But if you would like an individual reading in the future, please subscribe. I have long form readings over there. I have Zodiac shorts that are already out for this month. They just started coming out today. Excuse me. Just let me know. The faster I get monetized on YouTube, the faster I can do individual readings on both platforms. So it is up to you. And thank you so much for the roses. Just let me know if you have a question or you want something I can read for you. Just go ahead and gift one of either the donut or the metamorphosis. Can I have a single card? I don't do like less readings. Like if you wanted to gift me a donut and only get one card, you could, but you know, it kind of like defeats the purpose. You might as well get the 2 other cards. I don't do them for like a coin. And I mean, in case you're curious as to why it is, those coins that you give out, I don't know if people don't know this, if they're I didn't know this until I started doing these, they're like a fraction of a penny each. So I've got my end, so it just makes more sense if I get like the donut and then I get like 2 cents instead of like a non-monetary value, sorry. Hello over on YouTube. I know, isn't it? The app is so weird. There's like no point in arguing with it. I just think it's the oddest thing. Like, why would you even do that? But they don't ask my opinion. They just do whatever they're doing. Okay, Gray Heart. Let me know what your question is. I'm gonna go ahead and pull some of these oracle cards for the collective until I see a question from you. Hello, Katara. Is it Katara? Katra, sorry. Hello, Katra. So the oracle cards I have for the collective are Sagittarius number 47. If 4, 7, or 11 are important numbers for you, that may be a sign. Or if you're a Sagittarius, which by the way, 11 is a portal number, very important. It's about new changes coming in for you. And then we also have Snow, which is another oracle card here from a different deck, which is interesting because we just read Winter. So see how it goes. Oh, just general guidance for Angel. Okay, let's get you something, Angel. Oh, I answered that question right. Okay. Oh, that just flew out. We have, this is general guidance for Angel. I have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. That's the first card that came out. Thank you so much. Oh, wait. Okay, Donut, I'm gonna call you Laptop because I don't have a name for you. So funny. I can understand why people don't necessarily want their names on there, but then I'm like, I had Denny. Okay, you're Denny. As far as I know. Let's see. General reading. So, okay, I'm feeling like we have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse to start. This is for Angel. Thank you. The 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So you may not be reaching out to people or working with a team in something that would be much more successful if you did. And this could be really anything. It doesn't have to be like a work project. It could be a personal goal. It could be something that you just want to achieve, like, you know, running like a 5K or something, a lot easier with a group than by yourself, right? Because you have that motivation. Whatever it is, Spirit is just encouraging you to like seek out whatever group would help you the best. So, oh, hey, Moose. Whatever group would help you, even if like by help, we're just saying like, you know, positive energy, someone doing it with you. It doesn't have to be a huge undertaking, but having other people there maybe have a larger benefit than you are realizing at this time. With a Page of Swords in reverse, I am seeing like a small idea that you may not have even put effort into. Hey, let me know what your question is down below. You may have what was I gonna say? Yes, an idea that you haven't put as much effort into before. You may be, or you may have put effort into it and then it didn't go through, but for whatever reason, I'm getting the feeling that this is more of like you didn't really put the effort in. And that may be why Spirit is encouraging you to do this with other people as kind of a group, because they're going to help you put that motivation in. Sometimes when there's something I know I would really love to do, and I also know myself and that I kind of procrastinate even like when I really want to do something, I will tell people just because I know then they'll ask me about it later. I know they're gonna ask me about it later, especially if you tell like the nosiest, pushy person you know, and I say that with love, because guess what? Then all of a sudden it's motivation. You're like, I can't not do it now because I told so and so I was gonna do it. Absolutely, the next time they see me, they're gonna be like, so what about your plans? It's just kind of a silly example, but like I'm saying that you never know how you can end up getting motivated to do something. And then we have a Strength in reverse. So yeah, you may not be feeling like motivated or having the strength to do it. Again, you do, and you're probably doing something silly to self-sabotage. So start doing things to sabotage your self-sabotage, and maybe go out and have people be the motivating factor in your life, however you manage to do that. And thank you so much for the rose. Okay, so Denny, I feel like you definitely did put something in here. Or did you not? I feel like you did. No. Okay, well, Denny, if you have a question, just I'm gonna go ahead and read from Moose. Thank you so much. This is personality spelled like per-ing. Okay, with a donut. Just let me know your question down below, and we're you're welcome. Okay, so we have Moose, and we're wondering about lack of motivation. Hey, personality. Okay, I'm gonna cross these other ones out, and we're gonna look at Moose real quick. Oh, we get another donut from Denny. Denny, donut. Okay. Will Nasser reach out? Okay. So I'm getting an oracle card first. For Moose's question. Ooh, okay, interesting. Okay, so I got two oracle cards for you, Moose, and I'm gonna keep them both. I'm just gonna read more to one than the other one, because these cards like take a little bit more time, and one of them I actually know its meaning a little better than the other. So I'll do that, and then I'll go ahead and get you 3 tarot cards. Oh, there we go. There's one. I feel like I've gotten 2 of Wands for you a couple of times, but you tell me when you do this reading if that's the case. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes I used to read for myself sometimes, and those could be like the most uncanny reads, because you know, with you guys, I hope you trust me, but like I feel like there's also that separation of like, you don't really know what I'm doing, like am I really just like pulling out whatever card? But like I know I'm here, that I'm not planning cards on myself, and when I get the same card repeatedly in a 78 card deck like on different days, sometimes I'm like, Spirit knows all. Like, stop watching me. Even though I ask the questions. But so moves, what is with the lack of motivation? So the first card I have is 17, the moon. Open up your senses so you can take in beauty, magic, and invisible currents of intuitive information. So that's the first oracle card. I'm gonna just kind of go over this one, and then Aries, Aries 2, which is number 32, lead, initiate, and be playful. You are qualified to assume an authoritative role. That's the one we're going to read a little bit more into. So the moon card, obviously you are not divine feminine, but it's about divine feminine energy, just kind of expressed in a different way. It's aligned with the Empress card if you're familiar with the tarot cards, and it's about knowing how to exude power without being super forceful. So like in the book itself, it talks about cleansing, and it also talks about how the moon, it shows light, it shines light, but it doesn't produce that light. It kind of reflects it back on the rest of the planet, really. And the way that we can kind of personalize that is, finding ways to kind of have like, I don't want to say influence, but like kind of support, move towards goals, seeing what our options are that don't have to be super proactive. Sometimes we don't want to do specific things because we feel like we really have to push for them, and it takes all this energy and everything else. But there are other ways to be influential or have an impact, whether that's on other people or on ourselves. And then we can go more into Aries 32. Go ahead and look into that. Lead, initiate, and be playful. You are qualified to assume an authoritative role. You can bust out of a rut if you cultivate confidence and let fun guide your way. So, you could be Aries, someone you're dealing with could be an Aries. If your question or situation has to do with a group, how can you take the lead or assume more of a leadership role? If you have a vision for a plan on how to proceed, don't hide it. Don't feel shy about exercising power. Remember that groups need leaders. A wise and decisive leader is a blessing, not a curse, okay? So maybe there's some guilt around being a leader or pushing forward. If you've been feeling stuck or depressed, this card counsels you to be proactive about unblocking your energy and getting yourself free. So that wording is unblocking our own energy, seeing why we're this way, which is kind of what your question had to talk about, and not necessarily like putting that energy towards a goal, right? So proactive about unblocking your energy and getting yourself free. Even if you don't feel like it right now, draw upon Aries fiery energy and do something bold. Put on celebratory music, dance, maybe dress in an outfit that makes you feel more outgoing. Aries knows that we've got to put a little extra work into pushing a snowball up the hill before gravity takes over and it begins to gain momentum all on its own. One more fun trick Aries has up her sleeve: seeing life as fun, even in an unlikely or seemingly humdrum moments. Events that seem like bad luck at the time often turn out to be some of our memories, like the time electricity went out while you were cooking. I have to turn the page. Dinner, and you ended up eating, telling stories and jokes by candlelight. You guys should hang out. You're living the same reality. But yeah, seeing joy in little things can help us see joy or appreciate the joy in bigger things. It's about gratitude in the small stuff, and that can help you bring out that energy, that positive energy that has influence on other people and yourself, on the situation, right? So if the light goes out in your kitchen and you're like trying to make some sort of like camping stove work, and now, and that was the day to hang out with someone and that's how you're doing it now, like you can see that and be like, oh, this is a disaster, my electricity went out, it's gonna take like 3 hours to cook a hot dog, like what are we even doing? Or you can just laugh about it and be like, this is ridiculous, we're probably gonna have to like cut these up and like grill hot dog slices or something to eat, like I don't know, like the electricity's out, and now it becomes a funny experience, a funny anecdote for later. We also have this Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about observing, okay? Not doing anything, not making any observations, just like, or not, like not describing your observations, just like looking, from a distance. And a lot of times when this is talking about like a lot of non-action, and it can be positive or negative. We could be taking things in and just trying to see them at face value and just trying to see how they are like in reality, or we could be taking it in and then try to do the next step, which is like planning or being proactive about it. But this is kind of the step beforehand. It may also be with the Two of Cups, you were looking for like a second in command, a best friend, a partner in some sense, in order to move forward. It doesn't have to be romantic, but just someone who you can kind of bounce, a BFF, someone to bounce ideas off of. No, you don't have to wait for permission for that other connection to come in before you start doing whatever it is that you want to do, or start looking towards how to reach a certain goal and things like that. Oh, thank you guys. So just keep that in mind. If you've been kind of like, like, where's my posse? Like, sometimes you gotta be a little bit more proactive and kind of make your posse. And that can take a little bit more elbow grease, but it's definitely worth it. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So there may have been some other like event, happy ending, like positive win that you were expecting that may not have gone through. That can still be okay. You know, maybe you weren't meant for that thing. Something better usually comes in if we don't get what we want, or it may take a little bit more elbow grease, planning, etc. But either way, kind of accepting it and accepting the small things in life can lead to getting that bigger goal later on. So keep that in mind. What else do we have? Personality. It is time. It is time. So will this person reach out? Let's pick some cards. Oh, the butterfly. Denny, did you even ask a question for your last donut, or are you just like gifting me things now? Which is like, totally fine, by the way, but just for clarification. I see the woohoo. You guys are just so funny. Okay. Let's see. We have the King of Wands in reverse, the Seven of Wands in reverse, and the King of Pentacles. Interesting. I think he's waiting to feel more steady in some way. The way that this came out in these cards is with the oh, okay. Okay, so I'll cross out your donut for now and have the butterfly circles because that's the reading that you want. So should I let's okay. Okay, have it written down. So for personality, I think that before reaching out, or before this person would reach out, they would need to feel more stable. And the card that I got for that is the King of Pentacles, right? And that's like the third one, so I'm gonna get to that. But it doesn't have to be a financial issue, but it's some sort of like foundation thing. Maybe it's getting their finances in order. Maybe it's getting a house. Maybe it's just renting in a better area. It could be different things, but kind of seeing the first cards I have is a King of Wands. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is King of Wands. Sorry. I think I have a wolf as like the Knight of Wands in a different deck. With the King of Wands, yeah, you can always send another donut. Times two. But the King of Wands in reverse, the King of Wands is about passion. Thank you so much. It's about really wanting to move forward, knowing what you want, and even having a little bit of like a premonition or feeling towards like what is meant for you. With it in reverse, I'm kind of feeling like this person does maybe still have feelings, or still feel like this was a positive relationship, but is disconnected from it right now. It's not that they have like certain negative feelings about you with relationship, but like there's something they already know is kind of in the way. I'm also seeing with the Seven of Wands in reverse, or sorry, Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is about trickery, and it's about nasty trickery to other people, purposely spreading lies, going out of their way to make your life miserable, just like the worst. And with unfortunately, they may have gotten their way in a little bit. They got him to believe something. They hurt someone's job position, that, you know, whatever it is, they're the worst, and they may have gotten away with something, or at least partially reached a negative goal of theirs. That may be why they don't feel like they have sure footing at this time. Even if, like, looking from the outside, you're like, it seems like they're fine. So like, let me think of a good example, because I don't want to just start saying things. So let's say that they've been, you know, spreading rumors, making people uneasy that, like, you're keeping a secret. They may not ever specify what the secret is, because they're BSing, right? Like, you don't have this big deep dark secret, but they're just like, oh, she's hiding something, and then, you know, one day maybe your routine changes, and then they're like, see, that's weird. Why did she go around the block twice on a Tuesday? And you're like, living my best life, actually. Just like decided to get coffee. It could be, it's any sort of like backhanded, being sneaky, behind your back type of stuff. Like, that's what the Seven of Wands deals with, or sorry, Seven of Swords, sorry, deals with specifically. The sevens, the two negative sevens, Seven of Wands is jealousy, and Seven of Swords is basically like people doing something about it. Someone may have a story that you may not even know what the details are, because you know exactly what happened, and you're like, I legitimately have no idea what you're talking about. It may be something somebody else. It could be. Some people, like, don't know boundaries, unfortunately. But I feel like all things that are like that, you know, come into light at some point, and there may, you know, he may feel unsteady for a little bit because of that, and then at some point realize something doesn't sound quite right. Stories people were saying can't be true because of detail, something you said, something somebody else said, things like that. Like, that's something that I believe wholeheartedly, is like, someone cannot have a successful lie against me, because I don't even know what their lie is. So I know that, like, there's no way that everything I say is going to line up with whatever their BS is. At some point, it's going to stop making sense. So I can't tell you what they said. But what I can say is it feels like there was some dishonesty, and they may have gotten away with it. But I feel like once he feels more steady on his feet, maybe things start falling in line, maybe things start making more sense to him, however that happened in the story. He may seek clarity from you, because guess what? He didn't feel weird when you guys were, you know, before this lie came out, right? So that may have something to do with that. Hope it resonated. Let me know if you have a follow-up question, because I saw that other donut. And I'll go ahead and read Denny's other question, and he gave the butterfly. So let me get an oracle card for him to start. Or I guess I'll take these cards because they flew out, but I will still get an oracle card for Denny. Do you do timelines? Thank you for asking. I would not feel comfortable trying to give you a real timeline. If there was like a sooner or later type cards that happened to come out, I would tell you. But like saying in this period of time or date, like, I don't want to like just guess. Like, some people are really good at it, and that's like not something I feel comfortable doing. I'm actually surprised at all the different styles of tarot reading that are like out there. I do sometimes watch other people that are on here, and sometimes I'm like, that's interesting, and sometimes I'm like, oh my god, like, what? That's crazy. What did they just do? So just depends. Everyone has a different style. Should I let in the path be perfect chance? Okay, I'm gonna start with 21 autumn. Celebrate a recent cycle. Sorry, then let go. While goodbyes can be bittersweet, they're an inevitable part of life. That's the first sorry, in relation to who you saying disconnected. We're talking about this card. This is for Denny. If you mean you were saying that he was saying that you had, like, there was some distance between you, and so that's what I was referencing if I said disconnected. Yeah, because you were saying he was saying that you were manipulative, so that's probably what I was referring to. I'm not saying that he is disconnecting from you. Okay, so 21 autumn, celebrate a recent cycle and then let it go. While goodbyes can be bittersweet, there's an inevitable part of life. Let me go ahead and actually look at the card itself to get a full reading. Yes, feel free to give a donut gift or metamorphosis for a question. You can go ahead and do it for a friend. That is perfectly okay. Toast the fleeting golden light as it wanes and make way for introspective integration and rest. On one hand, you are reaping the sweetness and abundance of the harvest you have learned and evolved so much and brought so much bounty into your life through intentional focus and work. On the other hand, you are saying goodbye to something forever, a season of life, a relationship, a residence, a journey, or another significant life experience or condition. Like one second. Let me pause. Sorry about that. Where were we? On the other hand, you're saying goodbye to something forever, a season, a relationship, a residence, a journey, or another significant life experience or condition. Like the grand finale of bright autumn leaves, an archingly beautiful glimmer is glistening just before it fades. Part of you may want to keep things the same forever, but without the changing seasons, life would be stale. Every summer finally reaches its end, and when the cool autumn breeze first blows, its arrival is always perfectly timed. It's natural to mourn summer's end, but don't let your mourning interfere with your precious enjoyment of fall. So this is about enjoying a transition. This is really interesting because I'm not entirely sure which transition I'm talking about. It could be letting the relationship go. It could be letting the incident go. We also have this victory card, the Six of Wands right after it, which is why I'm a little conflicted on the reading itself. But I will say that if letting this person go still gives you like a positive feeling, you don't feel specifically negative, it could be that. It could be that it's just time, especially if you're saying that if this is a past event that maybe like already kind of soured things for you, that may be the better thing than holding on, even if they want to come back, because you're already kind of thinking it'll make things not feel great. We have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is also energy of either new feelings coming in or a new person. There may be someone new in the near future that this person from the past may just be blocking, especially if you try to work through something that already feels a certain way. You reconciled recently. Okay, so maybe new feelings then about the event. Just be sure. Just be sure. Don't, just either way. We do have a Four of Cups in reverse, actually, so that's kind of more in line with this, because Four of Cups upright is about pushing away something that, like, you're not feeling great about. Four of Cups may be regretting that decision. So time may have passed and you may feel differently about it, which is fine. If you've moved past it, you've moved past it. I just wanted to let you know that the reading was a little bit ambiguous there. But as long as you are sure I think that's the biggest thing, is that with the autumn card about letting something go, that you were letting go of the thing that was making you feel icky. So if that was the person or the event, whichever is the one that's giving you the grief. And then we have the Four of Swords in reverse. Whatever is taking away that feeling of rest from you is what needs to go, because we need rest. We're not getting rest right now. I think I got everyone who already gave me a gift. I'm going to have to end this reading now, but I just want to make sure there isn't like one last one somewhere. Yeah, because I think personality got hers. If not, and I turn this off, please message me if I did not give you your second reading. But thank you so much, everyone who's on here. I totally appreciate you. Okay, so if you want a reading, Denny, please message me and I'll send it to you. And if not, then thank you for the other donut. Thank you so much. I appreciate the hearts, your time, and the gifts. If you want to see more, my zodiac readings will be coming out over the next couple of days for August. They will come out quickly, or they will come out faster on YouTube than on TikTok, just so you know. But they will come up on both platforms. I have long form videos over on YouTube, and I am trying to get monetized over there so I can do individual readings on either format. So if you're interested, please join me over there. I'd love to have you in the Empress's Court, and I will see you next time. Bye.